Welcome to GoAcad online portal. Today we are going to study set. And these are the course outline. We have operation on sets, Venn diagrams, and we will be solving word problems on 2 and 3 sets. So first, at the first operation, we have union of 2 sets. You can see union is the combination of 2 sets. If A and B are 2 sets, then the union of A and B, which is denoted by A union B, is a set of elements which belong either to A or to B or to both. अर्थात् दुईटा सेटको युनियन भनेको दुईटा सेटमा मध्ये A मा पर्ने B मा पर्ने र दुवैमा पर्ने एलिमेन्टहरू लिएर बनेको कलेक्सन हो. अर्थात् A union B is the set of those elements X such that X belongs to A or X belongs to B. So here union includes the element of A, the element of B, and element of both A and B as well. Now, intersection of 2 sets. In the intersection, we take only the common elements. If A and B are 2 sets, then the intersection of A and B is the set of elements which are common to both A and B. That is, A intersection B is the set defined by X such that X belongs to A and X belongs to B. So what the difference you find in the union and intersection? In union, we take the elements of A, B, and both. But in case of intersection, we take the elements of both A and B only. So are you clear about union and intersection? In union, we take all the elements of A, B, and both. Whereas in intersection, we take the elements of both A and B together. So which set you think is bigger? Obviously, A union B contains more element than A intersection B, if the sets are of same kind. एकै किसिमको सेटहरु छ भने A union B ले कन्टेन गर्ने एलिमेन्ट्स को नम्बर A intersection B ले कन्टेन गर्ने एलिमेन्ट्स को नम्बर भन्दा बढी हुन्छ. Now the third operation is difference of 2 sets. Difference, which is minus. That is, we don't subtract the elements as the number system. Rather, difference of 2 sets is the process of creating a set. And if we talk of A minus B, A minus B को कुरा गर्छौं भने that is the set which consists of the elements of A which are not in B. That is, set A minus B is obtained by taking the elements of A which are not in B, or that is A मा भएका एलिमेन्ट्सहरुबाट कमन एलिमेन्ट्सहरुलाई रिमुभ गर्दाखेरि आउने सेट A minus B हुन्छ. त्यसैगरी B minus A भनेको set of those elements of B which are not in A. अर्थात् B मा पर्ने एलिमेन्ट्सहरुबाट कमन एलिमेन्ट्सहरुलाई रिमुभ गर्दा आउने सेट B minus A हो. So we can see that A minus B and B minus A are disjoint sets. किनभने A minus B मा A का B का एलिमेन्ट्सहरु पर्दैनन् भने B minus A मा A का एलिमेन्ट्सहरु पर्दैन. त्यही भएर they are disjoint. That is, they don't have elements in common. And the final and the fourth operation is complement. Do you know universal set? Universal set is the set of totality of elements in a discussion. It depends upon the context. And we are provided with the universal set. And all sets are the subsets of the universal set. So if A is a set, then the complement of the set A is the set of those elements of the universal set which are not in A. That is, A complement is the set such that X belongs to U and X does not belong to A. So we can compare it with the difference. If we think complement as U minus A, then that will be same. So A complement and U minus A are same. So the complement of a set consists of those elements of the universal set which are not in A. That is to say, universal सेटमा भएका एलिमेन्ट्सहरुबाट A मा भएका एलिमेन्ट्सहरुलाई एक्सक्लुड गर्दाखेरि बन्ने सेट is the complement of a set. So there are four operations on set. Union, that is X belongs to A or X belongs to B. Intersection, that is X belongs to A and X belongs to B. Difference, A minus B means X such that X belongs to A and X does not belong to B, and B minus A means the set such that X belongs to B and X does not belong to A. And finally, complement is the set of elements of the universal set which are not in A. So now I will stop share for some time. Now let us see. The first operation is union. What is that? I have just described. Union of two sets is the set of those elements which belong to either to A or to B or to both. And the second is intersection. Intersection of the sets A and B is the set of those elements which belong to both A and B. The third one is difference. The difference of A and B is the set of those elements of A which are not in B. And similarly, the difference of the sets B and A is the set of those elements which are in B but not in A. And complement. Complement of a set is the set of elements of the universal set which are not in that set. If A is a set, then complement of A is U minus A, or the set of those elements of U or the universal set which are not in A. So these are the four basic operations on set. Are you clear about this? So you can recall like this: union, X such that X belongs to A or X belongs to B. Intersection, X such that X belongs to A and X belongs to B. Difference, A minus B is the set X such that X belongs to A and X does not belong to B. And B minus A is a set of X such that X belongs to B and X does not belong to A. And the fourth one is complement, which is the set of universal set which are not in A. So A complement is the set X such that X belongs to U and X does not belong to A. Now I will show the operations in Venn diagram. So we have taken two overlapping sets A and B. So the union includes the region covered by A as well as B. So this shaded portion represents the union. This is the union. Similarly, set the common portion, which is like this. This is the intersection. So what happens if A and B are disjoint sets? A र B disjoint sets भयो भने intersection के होला? It will be a null set. Because when A and B are disjoint sets, no elements will be common to them. And the difference is what portion I have shaded? I have shaded the portion of A which are not in B. So this is the set of elements which are in A but not in B. So it is A minus B. Similarly, the portion shaded is the set of elements of B which are not in A. So it is B minus A. And finally, complement. Complement of a set A is the set of those elements which are not in A. The set of elements of the universal set which are not in A. So these are all about 4 basic operations on set: union, intersection, difference, and complement. So please draw these figures in your exercise book. Till then, I will share the slide once again. Okay, सक्नुभयो तपाईहरुले? Are you finished? Take your time. Now we come to the major part of our discussion. Cardinality of a finite set. Cardinality or cardinal number is the number of elements of a finite set. We cannot count the number of elements of an infinite set. So cardinality refers to strictly to a finite set only. अर्थात् फाइनाइट सेटको मात्रै कार्डिनल नम्बर हुन्छ। त्यो कार्डिनल नम्बर भनेको के हो? त्यो सेटमा भएका एलिमेन्ट्सहरुको नम्बर। The number of elements in a set is known as cardinality of a set. If V stands for the set of vowels, then NV is equal to 5. V को कार्डिनल नम्बर कति हुन्छ? 5 हुन्छ। त्यसैगरी कन्सोनेन्ट को कार्डिनल नम्बर यदि कन्सोनेन्ट लाई सेट अफ कन्सोनेन्ट लाई C ले रिप्रेजेन्ट गर्ने हो भने NC इक्वल टु कति हुन्छ? 26 minus 5, that is 21. So let's see some of the cardinal numbers and we will derive further cardinal number of union and intersection. Now please note down the number of elements of A. What is NA? Go through the figure and write down NA. Is it 5? There are 5 elements in the set A. And what about NB? How many elements are there altogether in the set B? Is it 6? And what is the number of elements in the universal set? Count it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. And what is the cardinality of A minus B? How many elements are there in set A only? Set A only contains A, B, and C. So this is 3. And that is also called N not A. Number of elements of A only is denoted by N not A or NA minus B. Usually we denote by N not A. The elements of A which are not in B. Similarly, count the number of elements of set B minus A. Is it 4? Is it 4? Which is N not B. Now count the number of elements of NA union B. A union B मा कतिवटा एलिमेन्ट्सहरु छ काउन्ट गरेर लेख्नुस् त 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. And what is the cardinal number of A intersection B? What is the cardinal number of A intersection B? That is 2. And what is represented by the elements which are outside of A and B but inside the universal set? How many elements are there? There are 2 elements, J and K, and that is in the region which are neither in A nor in B. They are outside of A and B and inside the universal set. And that is known as an A union B complement. Now, how many elements are there in A union B? 9. And how many elements are there in A union B complement? 2. So how many elements will be there in the universal set? You can count the total elements, which is 11. and that is 9 plus 2. 9 plus 2 is equal to 11. Therefore, NA union B plus NA union B complement gives NU. Later, I will share the screen for the formula on the cardinality of two sets. Now look at the same set I am drawing. Universal set. A and B are the two sets. A, B, C, D, E, elements of A. D, E, F, G, H, I are the elements of B. And J, K are the elements which are outside A and B. Now we'll derive one formula for NA union B. What is NA? 5. What is NB? 6. Can we add the elements of A and B to get A union B? Think and tell me. NA has A is equal to 5 and NB is equal to 6. That is, A has 5 elements and B has 6 elements. So if we add them, 5 plus 6 is equal to 11, but the union does not contain 11 elements. Rather, it is containing only 9 elements. Why? This is because two elements D and E come twice when we calculate NA plus NB. Do you see it? Two elements D and E come twice. So we can formulate this as NA union B is equal to NA plus NB minus NA intersection B. This is because intersected portion comes twice when we add the number of elements of A and B. So once we have to subtract to get the union. So NA union B is equal to NA plus NB minus NA intersection B. So this is the first one and this is the second one. And tell me N naught A, which is 3, which is 3. And how many elements does A have? A has 5 elements. And how many elements have both A and B have? There are 2 elements. So N naught A is equal to 5 minus 2, that is 3, which is NA minus NA intersection B. Similarly, N naught B equals to NB minus NA intersection B. N naught B has 4 elements, NB has 6 elements, and NA intersection B has 2 elements. So N naught B equals to NB minus NA intersection B. And if you use separate chambers inside A and B, then you can see 3 chambers. One representing N naught A, another representing N naught B, and the third one representing N intersection B. So if we add these all, then again we get N A union B. So this is another version for A union B. Another formula for A union B, which is equal to N naught A plus N naught B plus N A intersection B. Again, let me share the screen. You can see a formula on cardinality of two sets. There are altogether 5 formula. NA union B is equal to NA plus NB minus A intersection B. This is because while adding NA and NB, some elements of A intersection B get repeated. They come twice. So once we have to subtract. Actually subtract गर्नुपर्छ. त्यही भएर NA union B stands for NA plus NB minus NA intersection B. Similarly, look at the set A, which I have just drawn. In A union B, there are 9 elements and 2 elements are outside AB but inside U. So NA union B and A union B complement gives again NU. And N naught A is the set of elements only in A, that is the number of elements in the set A minus number of elements in both. Similarly, N naught B stands for NB minus NA intersection B. And finally, NA union B is equal to N naught A plus N naught B plus NA intersection B. We can use these formulas to calculate the problems. So in the next class, we'll be dealing with cardinality on 3 sets. तीनटा set को number of elements को बारेमा हामीले next class में कुरा गर्छौं. Thank you very much. कति टाइम को भयो?